Good morning all. Today we are in Ududumbara area. The reason is we are going to climb yet another beautiful mountain in Knuckles mountain range. Our target for the day is Yahangala. When loosely translated, it means bedrock or sleeping rock even. The reason is that it's believed that King Ravana the Great was laid to rest here on this rocky surface. Okay, it looks like a very square shaped rock. If you remember the Bible rock, also known as Batalegala and Sigiriya, somewhat resembles that square shape. So it's believed among the villagers here that King Ravana the Great was laid to rest here, and also they believe people came here to pay their last respects to King Ravana when he died. There's so much history, so we are going to try and climb Yahangala today. We are at a village called Udailuka, that is on Ududumbara Kalugala Udailuka road. Then let's start the journey and tell you more about it along the way. This is the path that we have to trek along to reach Yahangala. On the right hand side you can probably hear one of the water streams. It is called as Addachi Oya, one of the tributaries of Hasalaka Oya. You can make out this beautiful path. On either side we can find pepper and many other trees and plants, quite unique and peculiar to these areas. We are still within the Udailuka village area. You can see one of these houses that we came across on. We are officially in the Knuckles Forest Reserve now. We just saw the Forest Department signage, and our elevation right now is 860 meters. So from the village we have climbed 20 meters uphill. The forest is pretty dark because it's still very early in the morning. You can make out the path, I suppose. Here is the dark path that we have to trek along, full of dreaded leeches. So people, after about half an hour of hard trek, we've arrived at this nice vantage point. On to the right is the Lendirigala. To the left is the Bambaragala. That Bambaragala can be seen very well from the Deanston Miniverse end. And also, close to Lendirigala, there is a path that connects Meemure to Kalugala. Remember the same path we took years ago to reach Nitro Caves, crossing Nayala. That is part of the Hinganga. Just look at this beautiful paddy field, people. An amazing sight. This is the Mana covered path that we have to go. We are being scraped all over by the razor sharp Mana and being pricked left and right by the dreaded leeches along the path. This is our first view of Kehelpath Doruwa. Another target of mine. She is 1529 meters height. This is a grand view of the Bambaragala. Down below is Lendirigala, and further down you can find the last village of Ududumbara Kalugala road, that is Kothanda. Beautiful place. It seems today the highlight is going to be the Bambaragala and that tiny patch of cloud. I hope the mist and clouds will stay away today, unlike what happened to us last week at Gombania. Down below we can make out Karakolagasthan and Kostanda areas and their respective paddy fields. This is the Kehelpath Doruwa, also known as Kehelpath Doruwe Gala. She is also one of my targets. I'm hoping to climb her as soon as possible. 1529 meters in height. I think people, we are very close to the Velangolla plains. In front, this path branches into three. To the right is Yahangala, left Kehelpadurwegala. Straight ahead will lead you to a very historic village called Udagal Debokka. This is the junction I told you. This is where the Gale Bandara Devale is. Remember, Gale Bandara is known very fondly and sacredly by the villagers here. That is King Ravana the Great. To the right, immediate front is the Morakole Gala. That's a tiny hill just below Yahangala. Slightly in front to the right once again is Yahangala. To the left down below is Udagal Debokka. And this is the path towards Kehelpaddoru. So people, here we are at this Gale Bandar Devale. I just showed you how the path is divided into 4 ways. I was under the impression it just goes to 3 ways, but it's actually 4 ways. One straight downhill is the Udagal Debokka. To the right there are 2 paths. Close to me is the Morakole Gala. Next one is the Yahangala. Then somewhere up there is the Udagal Kehelpaddoruwe Gala path. Right, now we are going to first try and climb Yahangala, then also pay a visit to Morakole Gala. Remember, Yahangala is based somewhere in the Velangolla Patana. Velangolla Patana, if I'm not mistaken, is 1020 meters. However, from the measurements we took, it shows as 1140 meters. Very strange. The heights are always playing tricks on us. Right, let's go to the Velangolla Patana and start our uphill very steep trek towards Yahangala. This is Gale Bandar Devale. This is where villagers seek blessings when they are travelling in the Nakkals Forest Reserve. Gale Bandar god is the King Ravana the Great. This is the first glimpse of Yahangala. Close to the Velangolla Patana, unfortunately, the mist is already here, even though it's just past 8 o'clock in the morning. To the left of this tree is the path that we came from Gale Bandar Devale. To the right is the path continuation towards Yahangala. And this path continues towards Morakole Gala trail. We are looking into the Velangolla Patana. This is where jumbos roam freely. To the right is the Morakale Gala that I have been telling you about. To the left is tiny hill called Heen, and beyond that is there's another small hill. The name is, which is called as Udanuga Golla. You can see mist is already coming thick and fast. This is the mighty Yahangala rock. Looks very imposing and proud at the same time. And this is the path along the rocky surface that we need to go to climb her. Remember, we are not going to go along the Velangolla Patana and start our trek uphill along the tail of the Yahangala, just like we did at Gombania. Instead, we are going to climb straight onto the head. Not sure how it's going to pan out. Hopefully, it will be successful. Alright, you can see Hase is now climbing onto the Yahangala, but this is not the summit point. We are just getting onto a small rocky slab where we can enjoy the surrounding. Not an easy task, but he managed it without an incident. So it's my turn now. Alright people, now I just managed to get onto 1/3 of the Yahangala. We have plenty more to go. We are looking towards Kanavidda Gala, and beyond that is Kehelpadduruwe Gala. Unfortunately, the mist is here once again. Now this looks like a sheer rock climbing experience. This is also part of Yahangala, but you can see she is separate from the main rocky surface. Beyond that you can see Morakale Peak. Morakale Gala actually. And if you can really make out, there is like a tiny village built on that Patana area. I can see approximately 20 or so people who had camped last night here. Alright, now let's take a look at this beautiful Velangolla Patana. It's also pronounced as Velangolla Patana. I'm not sure which is correct, but normally it's pronounced as Velangolla. Velangolla Plains. This is an unbelievably beautiful place. Unfortunately, the mist has arrived, covering all the beautiful sceneries. And this is the mighty Yahangala. Now from this angle you can't make out this nice square shape, because we are straight at the head of the mountain. She looked very steep and imposing, just like Mount K2. Oh my goodness. So our path is onto the right, so we'll have to climb uphill slowly. Alright people, here I'm trying to give you a 360-degree view using my GoPro from this rocky slab. We are looking towards the beautiful Velangolla Patana. Remember, Knuckles has so many such plains. One of the most popular is Pittavala Patana. Then we have Rahanaketu Patana, Appalla Patana, Bambaragala Patana, so on. And that is the Morakale Gala, another tiny hillock at the edge of Velangolla Patana. Velangolla Patana is very famous for the jumbos who come here roaming. And this is the rock I showed you earlier, which is ideal for rock climbing. Definitely not for the sorts like me. Now this is the Knuckles Forest Reserve. That's where the path we came from, Udailuka, is. Alright, we are moving to the right now. The path in the jungle divides into four. One comes towards where we are standing, to the Yahangala, then the other to the Velangolla Patana and Morakale Gala. Now you are looking towards Kanaviddagala, and beyond that is Kehelpaddurwe Gala. So one path goes towards Kehelpaddurwe Gala. And down below through the jungle is the path to Udagal Devokka. And this is the mighty Yahangala which we have to climb. The path is to the right along that misty layer. Very difficult, very tough, but we hope with the blessings of Galebandara God or King Ravana we'll be able to conquer this. Alright people, we just got very lucky. We can make out Kanaviddagala quite clearly now. There's also a bit of sun on that. The reason why this is called Kanaviddagala is that the legend says during Ravana war, one of the arrows shot by Ravana had broken a piece of this mountain, making it shaped like a sort of like an ear. That's why it's called Kanaviddagala, the ear that got pierced. Beyond that, Kanaviddagala is the mighty Kehelpaddurwe Gala. You know, she is known as the Everest of Sri Lanka. Here we are, finally got a lucky break. I think thanks to the Galebandara Deyyo. We are looking towards Velangolla Patana, Hinna and Udanugagolla Hill in the far distance, covered by thick mist. Just an amazing sight. I'm not surprised King Ravana made this place one of his habitats. Just out of this world. Now you can make out Yahangala quite clearly. The mist disappeared for a very short period, so I decided to take this video for you. Look at how imposing this big lady is. And our path to the summit is through these trees. We need to technically hop from one rock to the other, but it's very steep and uphill. Alright people, we are climbing Yahangala. We are probably 40% done. You can see that massive rock we saw a short while ago, and to the right bottom of the frame is the rock where we stayed. I actually had a very narrow escape getting out of that rock. Alright, this is a slightly long panoramic shot of the Velangolla Patana. Now that the view is better, it looks so pretty. Unfortunately, there's a massive crowd on that hill, roughly 30 people. Now this is the mighty Yahangala. To the left is our path. Well, if you can make out a path, this is going to be really hairy experience, people. And I really wish I had a drone to capture the entire journey. Unfortunately, I haven't got one. But this is one hairy experience, I must tell you. Probably one of the toughest hikes I've done recently. Just incredible. I just love this view though. Oh my goodness. Alright, this is the path. Okay, I know you can't make out a path, but this is the general area that where we climbed uphill to where we are standing right now. Alright, this was one difficult place to cross, but we managed to do it. This is a view of Kanaviddagala and the Nakals Forest Reserve down below. We are climbing mighty Yahangala, King Ravana's legendary place. Just look at this now. We are approximately halfway up, but the difficult part is yet to come. I always tend to think like that. The difficult bit is always yet to come. But just look at this mighty Yahangala. She looks absolutely out of this world. This is another view of Yahangala. You might also hear some background noise. There's another small group trying to climb along the same path as we are. It seems the group who were camping are just beginning to leave. Must have been a very dreadful experience because it had rained last night. Cats and dogs, according to the villagers, approximately 3 hours. That's the reason why there were so many leeches and the path was so slippery. And this is once again towards the path we climbed uphill. Mighty Kanaviddagala blocking the view of Everest of Sri Lanka, Kehelpat Doruwe Gala. Can you make out our helper today, our guide rather, Susantha? He's from Udailuka village. Thanks to him we are able to climb this somewhat easier than we anticipated. Great person, very reliable and extremely strong. Probably all descending all the way from Ravana era. Look at the path we have to climb up, people. Just can't imagine I'm actually doing this. This is Lakegala mini version. Alright, you can make out how difficult this is. Thanks to Susantha, we can easily climb uphill. This is the path that we came uphill. Almost vertical. That was one heavy experience. But the most difficult part is yet to come. Okay, let's carry on. Alright, I'm through the most difficult part. You can probably hear the conversation between Susantha and Hasi, trying to get over the most difficult part. This is another group trying to come up. And our guide Susantha is helping them. This is one of the most difficult parts to come in. The second group are being helped by our guide Susantha. Alright, one of them is up there with the greatest difficulty. Okay, my legs are actually shivering. Alright, this is Yahangala, looking so imposing, and our path is along this tiny ledge to the left. Alright, this is the path that we have to trek uphill. The mist is coming slowly, covering the beautiful Yahangala. Susantha is hidden somewhere. Alright, we are looking towards the beautiful paddy field we passed on our way uphill. Down below is the mighty Yahangala we climbed. I'm like panting like a dog. So difficult to speak even. Okay, Susantha is climbing like a mountain god. with so much ease, whereas we are panting as we would run an Olympic marathon. You can probably make him out on top of that rocky boulder. The mist is, however, is gonna be our enemy today. Okay, here we are. Finally, the Yahangala summit point is at touching distance. Alright people, here we are finally at the summit of Yahangala. It was a one struggle uphill, but thanks to our guide Susantha, we managed to tackle most difficult parts with his help. Without him, we wouldn't have been able to make it up here. Okay, Susantha is going to explore the summit ahead of us, doing the reconnaissance mission. Thanks to him, we were able to come up here without an incident. You can see there's a massive plain up here, quite similar to Velangolla Patana, but not as big. Alright people, here we have arrived at the summit point of Yahangala. As per our measurements, it shows as 1280 meters, but the records indicate it as 1220. So it's a 60-meter difference. So we are not too much bothered about it. Remember, we started at 840. So the total elevation gain is roughly 440 as per our measurements. Giving you a panoramic view. Okay, we got a bit of sunshine. I think Galebandara Deju has taken pity on us and sent this beautiful rays of sun. Unbelievable people. This is the summit of Yahangala, full of rocks and these mana bushes. However, the better views are behind me over the rocky cliff. Unfortunately, that side is still covered in mist and clouds. Alright, this is the view towards Kanaviddagala, and beyond that is beautiful Kehelpadduruwe Gala. And if I were to come along this rocky cliff, you can see the mountain ridge of the Kanaviddagala, and down below to the left is now you can see Velangolla Patana. Beyond that, we can see the villages of Katakalo Gastalawa and Kosdanda areas. Just look at this sheer drop from the top of Yahangala. Oh my goodness. This is roughly 200 to 300 meter drop, people. Just unbelievable. Alright, this is an attempt to try and show you the Yahangala cliff, the summit point, and down below the elevation difference between Velangolla Patana and the Yahangala summit point. Approximately 200 to 300 meters. Looking so beautiful and amazing. We can see all the way towards Ududumbara Hasalaka areas. Down below is the Velangolla Patana, where jumbos roam freely. I wish there were a couple of them for us to video from here. Today there are no jumbos to be seen, they are probably hiding. As far as we heard, there are some paddy fields being harvested these days, so jumbos have descended to the villages to have a more juicy meal than the bland mana. Alright, this is the Velangolla Patana. At the edge is Morokole Gala. Remember, we saw that when we were climbing uphill Yahangala. To the right at the edge, you can probably make out a small group trying to camp, or they are probably leaving the place. And this is the other end of the cliff. You can see down below the difficult path uphill to the Yahangala, and beyond that is the Kanaviddagala. Unfortunately, she is predominantly covered by the mist. You can probably make out the mist is coming through that gap between Yahangala and Kanaviddagala. That's where the Knuckles Forest Reserve is, as well as Udagal Debokka village trail lies. Unbelievable formation of clouds. They are coming from one end, sort of like hitting on the Velangolla Patana, then rising into the sky. This is like the Hummane, the blowhole. Alright people, this is a great opportunity for us to capture Kanaviddagala and Everest of Sri Lanka, Kelpat Durwegala. And in the foreground is the one end of Yahangala. 3 mountains in one frame in the order of elevation. Unbelievable sight. Alright, you can see the point where we came up to the Yahangala. I'm actually somewhere towards the middle of the plains, but on one end of the rock. It looks absolutely breathtaking. There's a bit of sun also. Right, this is the plain on top of Yahangala. This is larger than I anticipated. One could also trek along the Velangolla Patana to the tail of Yahangala, then start climbing on that route. It is long and takes a lot of time, however less risky. But in comparison, the route we took is shorter. However, you can't do it on your own unless you are an expert in rock climbing. You should always find a helpful guide like Susantha to do that. I'll leave his name and contact details in the description. This is the length of the Yahangala mountain range. Looks beautiful, but there's this big thick veil of clouds covering the surrounding view, unfortunately. I came along this plain on the top of Yahangala towards the sloping end. In the distance I can make out some paddy fields and probably a couple of lakes too. Not sure which side I'm looking at. This is probably towards Wasgamua and the villages surrounding that. Alright, this is the view from the summit of Yahangala, looking down towards Velangolla Patana. Velangolla Patana is very famous for jumbos, but today there are none to be seen. In a way it's good, but in a way it's bad. I wish we could see some of them from up here, from the safety of the Yahangala. But you wouldn't want to come face to face with them when you are walking along the Velangolla Patana. That would be one scary experience. The weather has been very kind to us. There is a bit of a clear weather window, so it helps us take these footages for you. Right, this is towards the path that we came uphill. It was one scary experience. Already there are other people on the summit. You can probably hear them in the background. This is a proper view of the Kanaviddagala, and beyond that, the Everest of Sri Lanka, Kelpat Durwegala. There's another group coming. I can hear them asking to put up a rope because that climb uphill is so intense and difficult. Okay, here we have a very clear view of the Velangolla Plains. One of the few plains available in Knuckles Forest Reserve. Looking so pretty. I can't get enough of this view, people. I wish there were a herd of jumbos here. Once again the mist is coming to hug us and envelop us. I think our window of opportunity is gone. Time for us to make a move back before the rains come. Alright people, we are ready to wrap up our journey to this beautiful Yahangala mountain. As you must have noticed, there were some people already on top of Yahangala, therefore we could not have the place all for ourselves. I know it's a very selfish thought, but I wish we had it all for ourselves. You can probably make out the mist is coming thick and fast and hitting me so fast, probably because of my selfish thought. And anyway, we had some good patches of weather where we could see the Velangolla Patana and surrounding areas somewhat clearly, but they were not very glamorous views, unfortunately. So we are going to get down now, very heavy bit, So the cameras are going straight into the back. I'm planning to end our journey from the Morakallegala peak. Because we plan to go down to the Velangolla Pathana and trek towards the Morakallegala summit point and end our journey looking at Yahangala. Alright people, we got down from Yahangala. We are back where we started. The trail branched off to Yahangala and Morakallegala rock. So we are going to pay a visit to the Morakallegala as well, so that it will be a complete journey. Just look at these people. The Yahangala looking so beautiful and glamorous. This is the view from the Velangolla plains. Oh my goodness. This is a panoramic view towards Bambaragala, Lendirigala, and the mountain connecting to Kehelpaddurwegala and then Kanaviddagala. Down below you can see the Velangolla Pathana where we are standing right now. And from that we come further to the right to meet the star of the day, the Yahangala lady, the wonderful, grand and amazing beauty creation of the Mother Nature for us to enjoy. And from here I'm coming further to the right. This is towards Hasalaka and Mahiyangana areas. Mighty Mahaweli river also flows on that side, and the giant Minipay canal can also be found somewhere there. Unfortunately it's so hazy we can't make them out. The other end of the Velangolla Pathana can also be seen beautifully from here. This is towards the summit of Morakallegala. This is a better and clearer view of the Velangolla Pathana. You can now make out that lush green rather well. Alright people, we are going to end our journey to this beautiful Yahangala. We actually came here to the Velangolla Pathana to give this view to you. She looks so majestic and grand when seen from here, especially towards the evening when the sun is behind us. You can now see the lush green Mana and the rocky surface so well. I think this is a view made in heaven and brought to you all the way. Looking so amazing. Alright people, with this grand view I'm going to end our journey to the mighty Yahangala. Hope you will also enjoy my short trek to the Morakallegala peak, Morakallegala. That is one end of the Velangolla Pathana. Alright people, then this is Sri signing off from Yahangala. I'm actually standing at Velangolla Pathana looking at this grand view. Once again, remember the cardinal rule. Please visit these places by all means, but make sure keep them pristine, don't litter, don't destroy them. With that message, this is Sri signing off with my trekking partner Hasi and our faithful guide Susantha from the mighty Yahangala. We'll see you once again with a similar hike. Until then, stay safe and take care.